Imagine just for a moment that every single desire, every dream you've ever had, already exists within you, waiting, just waiting to be brought to life. But here's the twist. Most people will go through their entire lives looking outward, chasing shadows, completely unaware that the real power, the real magic, lies within. Today, we're going to dive deep into a truth that could change everything. So sit back, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to truly listen, not just with your mind, but with that quiet, knowing part of you that's been waiting to be awakened. In this journey we call life, I've often found myself caught in the whirlwind of distractions, lost in the opinions of others, weighed down by comparisons, and driven to seek approval from the outside. But one day something shifted. I realized that all the answers I was looking for, all the potential I wanted to unlock, weren't out there. They were right here within. This journey of discovering that God within changed the entire trajectory of my life. And that's what I want to share with you today. Not as someone who claims to have all the answers, but as someone who's walked this path and wants to help you see that you, too, hold the key to everything you've ever desired. Let's embark on a journey of true self-discovery. Let me start by sharing something I've come to understand over the years. The world you see around you, everything, your triumphs, your setbacks, your relationships, they're all mirrors. Each person, each situation is reflecting something about your inner state. Now, I know this might sound far-fetched, but think about it. Ever notice how on days when you feel genuinely at peace, the world seems to follow suit? Everything flows. Yet on those chaotic days, it's as if life itself becomes a storm. This is no accident. The world is a projection of your inner state. You see, each of us has a wellspring of creation within. Some call it the God within. Others refer to it as the universe or simply consciousness. But whatever you name it, it holds a fundamental truth. Our inner reality shapes our outer experiences. The life you live today is, in essence, your consciousness pushed outward. Most people live their lives in a reactive state, caught up in the events and opinions of the world around them. They focus on the actions of others, the successes and failures of others, the fleeting trends that come and go. But I want to let you in on a secret. This outward focus, it's a trap. It pulls you away from where your true power lies. Imagine a craftsman. If he's constantly distracted, watching others, critiquing their work, worrying about their outcomes, how can he ever master his own art? How can he create something truly magnificent if his attention is everywhere but on his own tools? In the same way, our lives are our craft, and our imagination, our ability to dream, to envision, is our most potent tool. You see, your imagination is more than just daydreams and wishes. It's the workshop where all things are conceived before they're born into the physical world. But here's where so many go wrong. They use this divine tool to rehash fears, to play out anxieties, to dwell on regrets. And each time we do this, we're pouring our creative energy into shadows. I remember a time in my own life when every night I'd replay the same worries, the same frustrations. My mind was filled with fears, regrets, what-ifs. It was as if I'd built my own prison within my imagination. But once I shifted my focus inward, once I redirected that energy, I realized that every problem I'd created could be unmade. By nurturing my inner garden, by feeding my imagination with the seeds of my desires, I began to witness those dreams manifest in ways I hadn't thought possible. Now, I want to share a technique that has truly changed my life. It's something I call living from the state of the wish fulfilled. You see, most of us live in the state of wanting or wishing. We keep telling ourselves, one day I'll have this, or I'll be happy when that happens. But by constantly affirming that our desires are out there, we push them away. The key then is to bring that future feeling into the present moment. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, right here, right now. Imagine how it would feel if you already had everything you desire, if you were already living the life you dream of. Feel that joy, that satisfaction, as if it's already yours. And then, here's the important part. Carry that feeling with you throughout the day. Let it become part of your inner reality. Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to try something. Close your eyes and visualize yourself living the life you desire. See yourself as that version of you who has already achieved what you dream of. Feel the naturalness of it, as though it's already a fact. Allow yourself to drift off to sleep holding this vision, planting it in the fertile soil of your subconscious. This is more than just positive thinking. It's an ancient practice, a way to communicate directly with the deepest parts of yourself. Now, I know there might be some of you thinking, but I have responsibilities. I have a family, a job, obligations. How can I focus on myself without neglecting these? Let me assure you, focusing on yourself doesn't mean isolating yourself or ignoring your duties. Quite the opposite. When you align with your true self, when you're grounded in that inner knowing, everything else becomes an expression of your highest self. I remember when I first began to truly focus inward. Suddenly, my work felt less like a task and more like an opportunity to express my creativity. My relationships deepened because I was no longer seeking validation from others. I was radiating from within. Each action, each interaction became a reflection of my inner state rather than a reaction to the outer world. Here's something else that might surprise you. True self-focus is one of the most selfless acts you can perform. When you focus on nurturing the God within, you become a living example of what's possible. People are drawn to you, not because you're trying to impress them, but because they see a reflection of the potential within themselves. Imagine a world where everyone took time to cultivate their inner garden, where each person was truly aligned with their divine purpose. The world would transform, wars would lessen, conflicts would diminish, because each person would be living in alignment with their true self. Self-love, when approached with humility and depth, becomes a love for all of creation. This journey, this commitment to self-focus, is a lifelong process. It's not something you do once and forget. Every day you'll face distractions, moments that try to pull you back into that external chase. But each time, gently bring your attention back. Make it a practice to cultivate that inner stillness, to return to that sacred space within where your true power lies. As we bring this session to a close, I want to leave you with one final thought. All the power you'll ever need is already within you. The life you desire, the peace you seek, it's all here waiting for you to recognize it, to nurture it. So, I invite you to make a commitment right here, right now. Stop wasting time on things that drain you, on comparisons, fears, and doubts. Redirect your energy inward. Use that boundless imagination of yours to create the life you truly desire. Because when you focus on yourself, when you align with the God within, miracles begin to unfold, not just in your life, but in the lives of everyone you touch. You become a beacon, a testament to what's possible. So go forth, focus on yourself, and watch as the world reflects back the beauty of your inner transformation. One thing I've come to understand deeply is the nature of time in this process. You see, time itself becomes an illusion when you're truly aligned with your inner self. When you live from the state of your wish fulfilled, you're no longer bound by the typical constraints of waiting, hoping, or longing. You step into a place where everything you desire is already present within you. Think of it like this. Each moment, each choice to focus inward, to cultivate that inner garden, is part of a divine unfolding. Instead of viewing time as something you need to save or use up, view it as the canvas upon which your inner work is painting. Every day, every moment spent in alignment with your true self adds a new layer to the masterpiece of your life. As you walk this path, as you deepen your inner focus, you'll start to notice shifts in your outer world. And while this can be incredibly validating, I urge you not to become attached to it. Do not seek validation in the form of others' approval or in fleeting success. This journey is not about impressing others or proving yourself. It's about embracing who you truly are, regardless of who's watching or what they think. Remember, the outer world is simply catching up to what you've already created within. The true measure of your progress is not the applause you receive, but the peace and joy you feel within. And that, my friends, is something no one can take away from you. Before we wrap up, I want to share one final practice with you: the power of gratitude. Not just gratitude for what you have, but gratitude for what you're creating within. Each night, as you close your eyes, take a moment to feel deep gratitude for the person you are becoming, for the seeds you've planted in your imagination, and for the reality you're bringing to life. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier. When you give thanks, not only for what is, but also for what is coming, you align yourself with the flow of life, with the very power that creates worlds. So each night, hold that feeling of gratitude close as you drift off to sleep. This will set the tone for a life that unfolds in alignment with your highest vision. As we close this journey together, I want to leave you with a reminder. All that you seek is within you. The answers, the power, the fulfillment. They are not things to be chased. They are qualities waiting to be uncovered, to be expressed. By focusing on yourself, by living from the state of your wish fulfilled, you step into a life of true alignment. And in doing so, you not only transform your own world, you become a source of light, a beacon for others. So go forth, my friend. Go forth with the knowledge that you are a powerful creator, that you hold within you the seeds of every dream you've ever dreamed. Focus on yourself, align with your inner world, and watch as the universe reflects back the beauty of your transformation. Remember, this journey of self-discovery, of self-focus, is never ending. There is always more to explore, more to create, more to become.